Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we got another X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Today we're up against Senpai, and looking at his team, it's a pretty cool team. He has a few Gen 6 teams, which is pretty cool, like the Trevenant and the Goodra. He's also packing the Rapid Spinner, so gotta watch out when to set out my Stealth Rocks. And I'm bringing out my team that I fought with yesterday. It's a good team. It's that Crobat, Scrafty, Chandelure, Registeel, Gastrodon, and Whimsicott. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite teams because I love each and every individual Pokemon in my team. So, yeah. Anyways, Senpai has a pretty awesome team. It's not one to be fucked with. So, yeah, you gotta be careful, gotta watch out. And, yeah, how was your Labor Day? Oh, and if you guys don't celebrate Labor Day, well, what did you guys do yesterday anyways? So anyways, yeah, let's just get right into it. Senpai. And Senpai is gonna lead off with Mushu, his Charizard. And I just decided to lead off with my Crobat, because, you know, it's a good, excellent lead. It outspeeds pretty much everything on his team. He does hit up with that Mega Evolution. I wish it was Charizard X, honestly. You don't really see Charizard X as much these days, so yeah, Charizard Y is just everywhere now. But honestly, I knew that maybe my Brave Bird couldn't kill, so well, it had a very small chance to kill, but I didn't want to take any chances, so I'm just going to switch out. I knew a fire attack was coming, so I'm just going to switch into my Chandelure, my Flash Fire Chandelure, to eat up any of that. And yeah, he decides to go for that Fire Blast, so now he's like, oh shit, he's gonna fuck me up, so yeah, he's gonna switch out. And for some reason, he switches into his Diggersby, not even Diggersby, man, the fucking Excadrill. But yeah, I just hit him up with that Fire Blast because honestly, it's in the sun and I got that Flash Fire. It'll hurt a lot even to a Charizard, so yeah, why the fuck not? Next, he sends out Snoop Dogg, and doesn't have Intimidate, so I knew that it's a Flash Fire, so I'm stuck to a Fire Blast because, well, I'm stuck to it. So I switched into my Turbo, expecting like a Fire move or anything. But yeah, he goes for a Wild Charge, so good play there. He does have to switch out because he doesn't want to get hit by any rain, but he switches back into his Mushu. So I mean, even though the Skull won't hurt that much since the sun is up. And he switches into his Charizard because obviously the Solar Beam is coming, and I have a perfect counter for that, which is my Koga. It's really ironic because I switched out because I was fearing that I don't want to get burned, but I'm switching it back because, well, it's a, you know, good grass counter. It's 4 times resistant to any grass type, so yeah, that Solar Beam absolutely did nothing. The sun will fade, so that's good. And here I thought, well, I'm at a pretty good range. I'm pretty sure I can kill it with a Brave Bird, but he does switch out into his Gooey Boogie. And yeah, I just hit him up with that Brave Bird, this Choice Banded Brave Bird. I fucking love Crobat, honestly. It's so much better than Talonflame. And he lives with like 2 HP. And he gets that Gooey, so I'm like, fuck, maybe this Goodra can outspeed me. If this Goodra is like timid nature, has like max speed, it just might be able to outspeed me and hit me with like a Thunderbolt or some shit. Or an Ice Beam. Most likely an Ice Beam, so I switch into my Registeel. Goes for a Thunderbolt, but I still take it really well because I am Registeel. Honestly, Registeel is such a great steel type hazarder. It's like one of the best Regi trio, excluding Regigigas. He switches into his Trevenant. I'm not sure why exactly. I mean, I guess he can stall me out. I mean, now it's kind of like a stall versus stall. So he can either go for a Will-O-Wisp or Leech Seed. And it was a risky play here, so I thought he is going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. So I don't switch into my Grass-type Whimsicott, I switch into my Chandelure to eat up that Will-O-Wisp. And fortunately, I predict that very nicely, and he does go for that Will-O-Wisp, so he surprisingly stays in. I thought he was going to switch out, that's why I went for the Shadow Ball. But now I think about it, I should just went for a Fire Blast because that'll easily kill this Trevenant. So unfortunately, he does live, and he does have the Harvest Citrus Berry. So he puts up a substitute, so it's a pretty cool play there because he can get another free Harvest Citrus and eat it up. So I'm thinking the Will-O-Wisp this time since he can't really do anything to me, or he might just hit me with a Ghost type. Either way, I'm just going to switch into my Whimsicott. And I picked that out really well, so I switch into my Whimsicott. And he does get that Harvest, so yeah, he's back over half now. And I'm just going to hit him with that Encore. So he is stuck to Leech Seed. Honestly, I can't really do too much to this Trevenant too. I mean, I can just hit him up with a Moonblast, but yeah, honestly, he can't really do anything. So yeah, he's forced to switch. And I figured that he would switch, so I decided to go for my substitute to stay behind a substitute. And he goes into his Scizor, which is a huge scary shit for me because he can just hit me up with that bullet punch. But as you'll see, I will go first. So he does not go for the bullet punch. Well, it doesn't. I don't really know actually. I don't have any speed investments, so I'm not sure which priority would outspeed which. I'm not sure if my priority will outspeed his or his bullet punch will outspeed mine. Anyways, he goes for the sword stance, so I'm just thinking, oh, cool. I'm kind of glad that he went for the sword stance because now I can just keep encoring him. Even though it's really scary because that will just, you know, keep promoting his attack until he's max, but seeing how I do have that priority encore and that I am safely behind that substitute, I don't mind it. I'm just gonna, you know what, I'm just gonna keep encoring you. You can keep sword dancing while Leech Seed is just gonna basically finish you off. So he goes for his second sword stance. It's a little bit scary, but like again, as mentioned, I am behind the substitute and he is getting Leech Seeded. So he realizes that and like he made a huge mistake by using sword stance. So of course he has to switch out back into his Arcanine. I thought he was gonna stay in honestly to maybe just get that max attack. But yeah, that's why I went for the Moonblast. It won't do too much to the Scizor, but honestly I didn't really have anything left towards Scizor. And it does a decent amount to the Arcanine, just a little bit, but not too much. I am still behind that free sub, so I'm just gonna hit him up with that Leech Seed, but of course I miss. Eventually I had to miss. I mean, this whole battle I kept on using Leech Seed, so eventually I did have to miss. You know what would really suck? If Stealth Rock is not 100% accurate. If it's like 90%, like has 98% accuracy, that would really suck. Like I would just be so frustrated when my Stealth Rocks misses. Anyways, he has to switch out back into a Slice Dice, and I know why he switches back into a Slice Dice, his Scizor, because he's just gonna hit me up with that Bullet Punch this time. He knows not to go for the Sword Stance this time, and one single Bullet Punch will kill my substitute. So it is revealed that I am faster, so my priority does outspeed his priority, so that's pretty cool. Even though Whimsicott is really fast, I don't have any speed investments, so yeah, that's pretty sweet there. I get some more Leech Seed damage though, so that's pretty sweet. And I knew that I could probably, honestly, I could have stalled him out and just kept using priority substitutes. But you know, I thought, okay, I'm gonna switch out. And he predicts that really nicely and goes for Pursuit, but that doesn't really do too much. Now I think about it, I should have just stayed in and went for the substitute because his Pursuit would not have broken my sub and I could have just encored him again. That would just really fuck him up. Anyways, I had two options. I could have switched into my Chandelure or my Gastrodon, and I just thought, well, why not just my Gastrodon? And because he still has that Arcanine chilling in the back to absorb my Fire Blast, so I went for the Ice Beam because I thought the Trevenant was coming because I didn't know he had Roost. So that's pretty cool he had Roost. I keep forgetting that Scizor can learn Roost. And it can learn Defog. It's probably a really good Defogger, honestly. If it's not OU, it's not like always used and seen everywhere, I wouldn't mind, you know, having like a specially defensive or even physically defensive Scizor that can, you know, be my Defogger. So I land my burn with one skull, so that's pretty awesome. And now he is burned and he's getting sapped by Leech Seed, so things are not looking too good here. But surprisingly, he decides to stay, and I'm just like, okay, that's fine, man. I mean, rocks are up. You're pretty much done with burn damage and rock damage. You can't really do shit, but hey, if you want to switch out, that's fine with me. And I honestly thought he was gonna stay in. That's why I went for the Scald. And unfortunately, I do not get the burn, so that's okay. I mean, I can't really get burns all day. So I thought maybe he's gonna go for a Grass move or, you know, Leech Seed or whatnot. So I just switched into my Chandelure. But he does go for a substitute. I'm just like, god damn it, I should have saw that. I mean, he's been using substitute like the whole battle with his Trevenant. But this time I'm not going to switch out. I'm just going to hit him up with that Shadow Ball. If he wants to Leech Seed me, that's fine by me, honestly. This thing can't really stall me out. And he thought I was going to switch out. But no sir, I'm just going to stay in. So he gives me a +1 flashback, which is really cool. But it kind of sucks because I am stuck to Shadow Ball, so that doesn't really benefit me too much. So now he knows that he's gonna die to one Shadow Ball, so he keeps switching out. Like his whole team is getting hurt, like everywhere. Everything has pretty much low HP by now. Even this Arcanine coming out and getting hit by Stealth Rock, so this Shadow Ball will easily take out this Arcanine. So yeah, he has no choice but to send out his like pretty much low and dead HP. Anyways, he sends out his Charizard, and yeah, like I mentioned, the Stealth Box does a buttload of damage. And he brings out the Sun, which is pretty cool, but it doesn't really matter to me because I'm scarfed to Shadow Ball, so naturally I do outspeed this Charizard. So pretty cool there. Chandelure is just pretty much just mopping the floor, cleaning the whole mess. So yeah, Chandelure is a really awesome revenge killer, or just you know, a clean you know, late game sweep. And Trevenant does go down to the Shadow Ball, of course, and I believe he has 2 more Pokemon, his Scizor and his Goodra, which are very low HP. And yeah, he has no choice but to go for that Bullet Punch, but yeah, it's not gonna do shit. So yeah, and Life Orb does not kill him, so that's kind of sucks. He's not even able to kill himself. So yeah, Shadow Ball does finish off this Scizor, and then he sends out his last Pokemon, his Goodra, which has like a speck of HP left. So these nice Stealth Box will easily take out this Goodra. So if Scizor had used Defog, or I don't even know if his Scizor has Defog, but yeah, if his Scizor has Defog, that would be great, honestly, since his Excadrill did die very quickly. So thank you guys for watching such an awesome battle. If you guys like this battle, please leave a like, and yeah, thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe for more X and Y Wi-Fi battles. I'm out of here.